Right. Okay, guys, let's start our final session. So, our final session to discuss the 2025 A level paper, remaining questions. Okay, let's see our final session. You know, there are a few grade 12 sessions to discuss, right? These are the questions to be discussed, right, in different sessions, right? Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's start from accounting and its need. Our unit 1 questions, right? Question number 1 and 31 in 2025 A level, right? Question number 1, let's see. What is the correct sequence of the following steps that are occurred in the financial accounting process of a firm, right? Financial accounting, correct step they are asking, right? Financial accounting, right? Okay, let's see. Recording the transaction in the relevant primary books, identify the transaction using source document, preparing trial balance, posting transaction from the general ledger using primary books. You know, first is identify the transaction, then number 2 is primary books, right? Then number 3 is trial balance, sorry, number 3 is general ledger, then number 4 is primary trial balance. So the answer is number 4. All good? Send me a thumbs up. Answer is number 4. Right? For the first one, the answer is number 4. Let's go to the 31. 31. That is also relevant to the session 1. Right? 31. The several purposes for which the stakeholders of a firm obtain information from general purpose financial statements are given below. Okay. So select the stakeholder that would primarily use the accounting form for each of the above mentioned purpose from the list given. Okay, purpose A, to assess the profitability of the firm. Who? That is investors. We need the investors need the information profitability before investing. To assess the firm's ability to settle loans, that is lenders. The lender. To enforce income tax on the firm, that is government. To assess the firm's ability to provide service reliably, that is customer. All good? Send me a thumbs up. Hope all good. That session also done. Let's go to the next session. Our next session is accounting equation. We did this one. Third question A and E we did in the accounting. We did this second paper 3A in the company accounts. Why? You know, this company account is similar to the company. So this accounting equation is similar to the company by the retained earnings and the share capital. That's why I have discussed this, right? Okay. So what we need to do, we need to do 4 and 32. Come to the 4. 4. Which of the following accounting equation reflects the net impact of all the above transaction as at 31st of August 2025 in Arali Enterprise? Let's see. Arali Enterprise is a foods manufacturing firm. The following transactions and and the owner related events have occurred during the month of August 2025. Right. So they are asking the accounting equation assets equal liability plus equity. Assets equal liability plus equity. Well, liability plus Let's see. The owner of the firm provide land worth of 500,000 as additional capital. So because of the A, land asset increase, it increase 500. B, the firm purchased goods processing machine costing 240 on 1st of August 2005 and cash and commence using it from this date. It's depreciate over the period of 24 months. This is for the month of August 2020. This is per month transaction. We have purchased a goods processing machine on cash, right? So that is 240. So machine asset increase 240, cash asset decrease 240, right? So and remember, it's depreciate uh, over 24 months. We have commenced the, uh, we have started the usage from that date. So remember 20, it depreciate over 25 over a period of 24 months, right? 240 divided by 24 months, right? That is how much? 10,000 is the depreciation. So asset decrease 10,000, decrease 10,000. Why? That is depreciation. It is an expense. See, the firm paid the monthly loan installment 60, including 15 interest, right? So we pay, firm paid 60. So interest is how much? Interest is 15, I guess. So 45 then. Bank loan is 45. D, the computer worth of 300, which was personally owned by the owner, had been stolen while it was at the business premises. The computer worth of 300,000, which was personally owned by the owner, we can't record it because it's owner's personal thing. Send me a thumbs up. Something. You have missed it? C, I have missed. Is D. Is D. C, I have missed. E, we don't record. Why? It is owner's personal thing. Owner's personal thing. We don't rake it, right? See, you can see the firm paid 180 to trade traders after receiving a 10% discount. Firm paid 180, cash decreased 180, right? So, uh, you can find how much is the discount. Creditors minus discount is the cash. So, 100 minus 10 is the 90. So, business paid cash, how much? 180. You can find these two separately. You can find these two separately. 180 divided by 90 multiplied by 10. 180 divided by 9 multiply by 10, that is 20. So 180 divided by 90 multiply by 100, that is, sorry, 180 divided by 90 multiply by 100, that is, so 200 minus 10 is 180. So creditors decrease 200, right? Creditors decrease 200. So we have received the discount of 20, right? So E we can't record because it is owner's personal thing, not relevant to the business, right? So then we can take the net impact, right? So of all the transaction. In here minus 245. In here how much? You can see in here they are asking net impact of the transaction minus 10 plus 20 minus 15, that is 495. 495 plus. So answer number 4 is the answer, right? You can see in here 500 plus 240 minus 240 plus 10 minus ඉතින් ඔය එකතු කරන්න ඕනේ උත්තරේ තියෙනවනේ ඉතින් Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? All good? Am I audible to you? We can't record because its owner uses for personal, that is accounting equation. This is how we recorded the transaction. Let me know if you need more time. Right. For done, then what we need to do? For the accounting equation, we need do 32. Go and do 32. 32. Madhu Enterprise commenced its operation on 31st of March 2024, and this business was financed entirely from a bank loan 400,000. Following assets, liability, equity balances were available as at 31st of March 2025. Assets, liability, and equity, the things. The following information for the in, information relates to for the year ended 31st of March 2025. These are closing date balances. These are the things happen during the year. During the year, total assets has been increased by 50, which includes 200 contribution by the owner of the business as capital. Total assets has been decreased during the year due to the owner's drawings of 25,000 repayment of the bank loan, right? So owner's drawing is 25,000, repayment of bank loan, capital portion of 10,000 and expense of the business. Except the above transactions, you can see no other transaction has occurred during the year relates to the liabilities. State the following. Asset as at 31st of March 2024. This is the opening date assets they ask you, right? Profit for the year ended 31st of March 2025. Expense for the year ended 31st of March 2025. They are asking, you can see they are asking opening assets and the profit and expenses. They are asking for the year that which concerning the during the transaction. Send me a thumbs up. Normally අර හදන capital plus additional capital minus drawings plus net profit ඒ ටික ගන්නේ නැතුව තමයි ඔය හදලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? Okay. Let's see. Right. Right. Now you can see, right? Then අපෙන් අහන්නේ opening assets 32 එකේ පළවෙනි එක අහන්නේ opening assets. 32A, right? A. Now you can see the company started the operation from a bank loan. I need the thumbs ups. Can you hear me? Am I audible to you guys? Can you hear me? All good? I need the thumbs ups. Company operated its operations from a bank loan. Right? ඉතින් bank loan දැම්ම නම් opening දවසේ capital නෑ, equity නෑ, no equity at opening day. Equity zero. Right? Equity zero. So you know assets equal liability at the opening day. That is how much? 400, right? 400,000. Opening date assets equal liability. Because cash තිබ්බේ එදාට ඉතින් 400 is the answer. Just write only 4, not the 1,000. Profit for the year ended 31st of March 2025. They're asking the profits, right? Your opening equity we know, right? So now we can find profit, we can find from the profit equation, right? You know, then B they are asking profit closing equity equal, right? Closing net assets equal. It means net assets, opening net assets. You know, කොච්චර හැදුවද plus drawings minus additional capital plus net profit. Send me a thumbs up, right? So you can see closing net asset is given, closing equity 275,000. 275,000. Opening net asset 0. You need to find the profit in, right? Drawings in here. Owners drawings 25,000, right? Owners drawings 25,000. Owners drawings 20. Owners drawings 25,000. Okay. Sorry, where is the owners drawings 25,000. अब drawings එකතු කරනවා නේ. We add the drawing. So you can see here minus how much the additional capital. Yes. අපි profit equation එක ලිව්ව වැරදිනේ. ඒ වැරදි. Profit equal ලිව්ව වැරදිනේ. ඒ normal විදිහට දැම්මේ. Closing net assets minus opening net assets plus drawings minus additional. Let's see. Closing net asset is given 275. Opening net assets 0, drawings 25, right? So any additional capital, right? So during the year, total assets has been increased by 500, which includes 200 contributed by the owner as the additional capital, right? So 200. Can you tell me how much the profit? So 275 plus 25 minus 200, how much? That is 100. Remember, all are thousands. This should be thousands. So 100,000. Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? Right? Am I audible to you? Right? Then next one they are asking, right? Movement. The next one they are asking expense of the year. Then asset increased by 500,000. So the total assets has been decreased during the year. Owner's drawings, repayment bank loan, and expense of the business. Asset has been decreased during the year because of owner's drawings and the bank loan, capital payment, and the expenses. Right. Right. Then හරියටම මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා බලන්න assets දැන් මෙතන බලන්න දෙකක් තියෙනවානේ මෙතන දෙනවා total asset increase වෙන්න හේතුවක් දීලා තියෙනවා total assets decrease වෙන්න හේතුවක් දීලා තියෙනවා මොකද කියන්නේ asset increase වෙලාද decrease වෙලාද what is the now it's like this you can see right assets ඇත්තටම මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ total change in assets right you can see closing assets right minus opening assets. Now can you tell me how much the closing assets? Closing date assets is 575, opening date assets are 400, right? So 575 minus 400 කියකින් වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා asset increased by how much 175 asset increase වෙලා තියෙනවා 175 right then ඇත්තටම වෙලා තියෙන්නේ asset increase වෙලා send me a thumbs up then net increase එක එන්නේ equal right total increase වලින් total decrease අඩු කරාම I need the thumbs up net increase එක වෙන්නේ total increase වලින් total decrease අඩු කරාම මේ net එක නෙමෙයි මෙතන දීලා තියෙන්නේ breakdown. Right? Total increase වලින් total decrease අපි අඩු කරලා ගන්න ඕන. Right? Right. Then you can see, now let's see about total increase how much? Yes. Total increase. Now net increase is 175. Right? Total decrease, not total increase then කොහොමද? Total increase, then you can see 500, which includes 200 contributes by the owner of the business as capital. Right? Then ඔයාට පේනවද total increase එක 500. Increase එක 500. Total increase is 500. Total decrease එක තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. Right? Owners drawings තියෙනවා 25. Repayment of bank loan 100. Expense අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට මේ ඔක්කොම අඩු වෙන්න හේතු. මේ ඔක්කොම ගෙවෙනවනේ, ගෙවෙන හේතු. Now you know we have drawings තියෙනවා 25. මේ ගෙවණේවනේ. Bank loan 100. අරක අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. Expense අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. Expense උ decrease category එකට නෙවෙයි. කියන්නේ net increase කියන්නේ increase වලින් decrease අඩු කරලා එන ගාන. ඉතින් අපි ඒක හොයන්න 500 minus 25 minus 100 minus 6. මම x මේ පැත්තට ගෙනාවොත් ඔක්කොම 500 minus 25 minus 100 x equal how much? That is 200. 200. ඔක එච්චර දඟලන්න දෙයක්වත් නැහැ. පොඩි ක්‍රමයකුත් තියෙනවා. ටික පාරෙන් කිව්වේ. profit එක අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. profit එක හොයාගත්තා නේද? Profit is 100. Profit is 100. Right? You can see the profit is 100. Income එක දීලා තියෙනවා. Right? So profit is 100. Right? Income එක දීලා තියෙනවනේ අපිට. බලන්න income එක කියන්නේ revenue එක අපිට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔයාලට මේක ක්‍රමයක්. This is one method you can. පොඩක් දිග පාරේ. දාන්න බාන්න thumbs up. Can you hear me? This is one method. Can you hear me? There is another method. Profit equal income minus expense. So profit එක හොයාගත්තා. How much the profit we found? 100. අපි expense හොයාගන්න ඕනේ. Income අපි බලමු. Right? You can see total asset has been increased by 500, which includes 200 contribution by the owner. ඉතින් ඔයාලට පේනවා. එහෙනම් revenue එක කීයද? Income එක කීයද? Yes. Total asset, then assets of had been increased by 300, which includes 200 contributed by the owner business as capital. Right? There you can find total increase වලින්, right? Capital අඩු කරනවා වට එනවා. Total increase වලින් minus capital. ඒකට එනවා income නිසා assets උත් වැඩි වෙනවා. Right? So 500 ආවා, 200 from the owner's investment now. 100 equal 300 minus. Here x equal a podi method. දාන්න බාන්න thumbs up. ඒක අර ඔයාලා අර මේක පැරලල් නිසා මම දුන්නේ අර ලොකු එක. You can see total assets has been increased by 500. So you know because of income asset also increased, right? Okay. In addition to that, like හැම ඔක්කොම නිසා නෙමෙයි income asset එකත් එක්කත් එනවා දැන්. asset change වෙන income නොවන අනිත් ඒවා මෙච්චර නම් අනිත් ඒවා income. Right? That session also done. you need more time to write, let me know, I'll show you. Right. Next, double entry system and prime into books. Right. Next session is double entry system and prime into books. Let's do 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Do it. 5, 6, 7. First, double entry system and prime into books. Vimal Traders, a retailing business, was commenced on 1st of January 2025 by investing 300,000 cash. This business is registered for value-added tax and carried out all the transactions through a bank account. The following transactions have occurred in the business during the month of January 2025. Purchase goods from Sampath Traders 944 on credit, exclusive 100,000 144 VAT. Return goods purchase now first one is the purchase goods on credit, right? ඒවිලම බලන්න පුළුවන් you know source document ABCD purchase invoice, right? Purchase invoice. Then return, you know when we return the goods, debit note. Sold goods on cash, receipt. Payment, that is payment voucher. So the answer for the fifth one is number 1. 6. The correct double entry to post the total of the purchase journal of Vimal Traders for the month of January 2025 to general ledger, right? Let's see what are the things recorded under purchase journal, right? Purchase journal only this one, right? Purchase journal comes only this one, right? So it is inclusive of VAT. Now you know purchase account debit how much? Purchase account debit 800. When we purchase the goods, VAT liability decrease. VAT account debit 140. Right? So creditor control credit 944. That is the answer. Purchase account debit 800, VAT control account debit 144. This is answer number 2. Right? Purchase journal comes only the purchase returns. We don't deduct from the purchase. Next one. Right. Next you can see they are asking net profit for the month ended 31st of March 2025 and VAT control account balance. බලන්න accounting equation එක record කරන්න කියන්නේ send me a thumbs up. ගත්ත ගමන් ඒව බලන්න එපා. Net profit and the VAT they are right? They are asking what? They are asking the net profit and the VAT. Then net profit means income minus expenses and the VAT. Right. Let's see. Only 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. Net profit we need to find, right? Right. First one is what? Purchases we know 800, right? Purchases we know 800. Purchases is 800. Now I'll draw VAT control account, right? So and I'll take income and expense separately, right? So VAT control account. Purchases 144, right? Purchases is expense 800. Return goods purchase 177 to now when we return the goods, VAT control credit. Why? When we purchase, VAT liability decrease. It is returned, we need to remove that decrease one. That's why we credit it, right? So return goods that is 177 minus 27. minus 27, that is how much? That is 150. Decrease the expense, right? Purchase return is expense account. It is expense decreases account. Send me a thumbs up. Return outwards account is an expense decreases account. Sold goods costing 600 for 855 for cash, inclusive 135 VAT. So when we sell the goods, VAT liability increase. So how much is our sales? 885 minus 135. That is 750 is the income excluding VAT. Income expense we take without the VAT, right? Paid full amount to Sampath Trader after receiving a trade discount, right? So, right, we don't need it when we take income expense, right? Now, can you tell me how much the VAT control account balance? 135 minus plus 27, that is 160, 162 minus 144, that is 18. 18 goes to the credit, means it's the payable, right? So for the seventh one, VAT control is 18 credit. Either of these four, these three. Income and expenses. Let's see. In here, 750 minus 800 minus 150, that is, right? 750 minus 650, that is 100. That is 100. There is a 100. Discount received. Discount received is an income. Send me a thumbs up. Discount received is an income. 780. 780. 780 minus 650, how much? 780, 50. That is 130. It's not 750. This is 600 cost. Right. Okay, අපිට මෙහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right. දැන් ඇත්තටම right sales තියෙනවා 750, right? ඊට ඒකෙන් return inwards තියෙනවා how much? Yes. Return so sales how much? Sales you can see that is 885 including VAT. So the sales 885 minus 135 is 750. So okay, මෙහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. normally P&L එකක් පොඩියට ගහලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි වෙනස බලමු මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. දැන් මෙහෙම આવුත් වෙන්නේ මේ ක්‍රමයේ આવුත් වෙන්නේ you can see 780 minus 6, that is 113. අපි මෙහෙම ගමු P&L එකේ ගමු, right? Sales තියෙනවා ඔක්කොම කීයද? Sales තියෙනවා 750, right? Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me, guys? 750, right? Minus cost of sales. Cost of sales සෙල් කරපු goods වල cost එක තියෙනවා කියලා 600 right සෙල් කරපු goods වල cost එක තියෙනවා I need the thumbs up can you hear me guys සෙල් කරපු goods වල cost එක තියෙනවා am I audible to you gross profit is how much gross profit is 150 150 gross profit is 150 ඒකට discount එක එකතු කරාම 30 180 තමයි net profit එක වෙන්නේ 180 තමයි net profit එක වෙන්නේ දැන් මම මේ ක්‍රමයට ගන්නවා නම් you need to find the closing stock as well right you need to find the closing stocks right purchase we have calculated 800 returns ගන්නවා නම් අර ඔයාට මතකද මේ අපි එහෙම income expense separately ගන්නවා නම් you need to find the closing stock as well send me a thumbs up closing purchase අපි කරලා තියෙනවා inventory 800 right 800 වලින් අපි return කරලා තියෙනවා කීයද right අපි 800 අරගෙන තියෙනවා right return කරලා තියෙනවා කීයද 800 අරගෙන තියෙනවා 150 return කරලා තියෙනවා හරි ඊළඟට අපි return කරපු එකෙන් 600 ඒව කරා නම් අපේ closing stock එක 50 ඒක එකතු කරාම 180 එනවා I need the thumbs up එහෙම income expense separately අරගන්නවා නම් you need to find the closing inventory as well I need the thumbs up දැන් sell කරපු goods වල cost එක පැහැදිලිව තියෙනවා ඒකට ඔයාලා gross profit එක ගන්න there are two methods මම දෙකටම කියනවා right you can use both methods so the income expense split එක ගන්නවා නම් you know under expenses there is a closing stocks right that's why right closing stocks right දැන් ඒක ඇත්තටම closing stock එක expense වල minus විදියට තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම closing stock එක ඔයා මොකද කරන්නේ 650 වලින් 50 අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි දැන් ඇත්තටම ඒ closing මෙහෙම list එකේ මෙතන එකතු කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. profit එකට අපි එකතු කරන්නේ නැහැ ඇත්තටම. ඒක මෙහෙමයි වෙන්නේ ඔයා දන්නවා දැන් cost of sales වල minus විදියට තමයි closing stock එක තියෙන්නේ. අපා මෙතනින් අඩු කර closing stock එක හොයන්න. එතකොට එනවා 800 වලින් 200 අඩු කරාම 600 දැන් බලන්න 780 වලින් 600 අඩු කරාම එතකොට එනවා 180 remember see cost under cost of sales closing stock appears as minus so the answer is 180 right 180 180 so this is incorrect not EBITDA it's credit the answer right that is also done then you can see 33 34 35 33 34 35 33 34 35 send me a thumbs අපි 4 වෙනකන් හරි කරමු අද කරලා ඉවර කරනවා මේ ටික need thumbs up send me a thumbs up අපි මේ ටික ඉවර කරලා දාමු 33 34 35 right 33 34 35 right the following information use the following information to answer question number 33 and 34 the following transactions have been carried out in a business which is engaged in large scale onion cultivation first one they ask you state the primary books used to record the above transaction write the double entries to record the following post the total of the sales journal of the following general and settle the total amount payable to Amal. Right. Amalට pay කරන තැනයි they ask in the sales journal එක. අපි ඒක වෙන වෙනමත් හදාගෙන ඉමු. First one එක. ගාන කියවන ගමන් see the requirements and find it. Let's see. Purchase they are asking total sales journal. The amount payable to Amal. Amal not payable. Settle the loan amount payable to Amal. Amal to settle करना Purchase onion seeds 80,000 on credit from Amal, the supplier. So you know that is goes to the purchase journal. Purchase journal. So it goes to the we purchase from Amal 800. Purchase a harvesting machine 2,300 on credit for Siripala Private Limited. That is, you know, general journal. Why other transaction? Why not the inventory? General journal is for the usage purpose. Paid 100 wages for the employee of the cash. That goes to the cash payment journal. Cash payment journal. Sold onion stocks to their wholesaler traders 980 on credit, for which 200 cash was received subsequently, right? The balance amount is due in the month last in 1 month's time. So for which 200 was cash was received subsequently, right? Right. In here you can see we sold 990. මේකේ බලන්න හොඳට බලන්න, right? DAK, right? So in here you can see D, right? අපි onion stock sell කරලා තියෙනවා. Credit sell කරේ. So it goes to the sales journal 98. Cash හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා පස්සේ ඉතුරු ටික මාසේ අන්තිමට හම්බෙන්න තියෙනවා. 1 month's time. Due in 1 month's time. මාසෙකට පස්සේ හම්බෙන්නේ. අදාළ නැහැ. sell කරලා මේ මාස ඇතුළත සල්ලි හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. Send me a thumbs up. So this is a credit sale actually. So it goes to the sales journal and we have received cash. So to write both sales journal and cash receipt journal. Sold an onion stocks to Amal 290 on credit and agreed to settle off this amount against the part of the amount payable for onion seeds purchase. Now we sold 280, right, on credit, right? So this is D and E, right? Right. Then agreed to set off this amount against the part of the amount payable to the දැන් මෙයාට ගෙවන්න තියෙන එකෙන් මේක අඩු වෙනවා. එයා අපිට අපි ක්‍රෙඩිට් සෙල් කරලා ඒ දෙන්න තියෙන ගානෙන් අපි යාට ඒක අඩු කරලා තියෙනවා. So you can see the total 1260 is the sales journal total. Send me a thumbs up. Remember පරල ගන්න එපා. ඒ වෙලෙම සල්ලි හම්බුන්නේ නැහැ. පස්සේ හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. So it's a credit sale the entire thing we take. මම කොච්චර හිතන්න හොඳ දේවල් තියෙනවද? So sales journal, now you can see when we pay balance how much? How much? Paid the balance amount due to sorry, they are asking settle the total amount payable to Amal. අමාල්ට අපි කීයද ගෙවන්නේ? මේක මේව කරලා අපි ගෙවන්නේ how much? 5, right? May settle this cash. First you can see purchase journal total 1260. You can write debtor control, sorry, sales journal total, debtor control account debit. Debtor control account debit 1260. Sales account credit, only write credit, you know, we write, keep some space. Now settle කරන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙමයි ඈ. අමාල්ට අපි ගෙවන්න තියෙනවා 9 sorry 800 and 800 totally. Creditor control debit 800. Cash control account we pay how much? We pay 520. We settle how much? We settle the balance. Balance is 280. 280 we settle. It goes to what? Trade receivable control account. Trade debtor control. Low. Can I trade receivable, trade payable, anything? Debtor control account. Send me a thumbs up. They're asking the settling part, not the paying cash. Huh? Settling happen using two ways. We pay cash this much, balance we settle with that person. I need the thumbs ups. Can you hear? Even put up what a grade 12 lessons with matak yun ay kamang ada magat. Right. Then you can see the next one. State the appropriate element of financial statements for each of the following account made in the general ledger of the firm. Elements of accounting: asset, liability, equity, income, expense. Carriage inward is an expense. Remember, two things are elements of the financial statement, right? Element means asset, liability, equity, income, expense, right? So return are inwards, sales is an income. Return or inwards also income decreases. Asset revaluation surplus, that is not income, that is not equity, that is income. Remember, that is a other comprehensive income. That is also income. Right? It is also income. Send me a thumbs up. But it is a other comprehensive income. අලුත් දෙයක් යනවා දන්නවා මේක. ඉතින් අහලා තිබ්බ කලින් ඕම අහලා තිබ්බේ නෑ. Revaluation surplus is also income. Provision for warranty, that is a liability. Warranty expense is separate. Provision is a liability. Right? Okay. Nice. Next, what you need to do, second paper, fourth question A. Come to the second paper, fourth question A, 25 marks. So that is goes to the relevant to the prime entry books. Right? Prime entry books. Let's see. Fourth question A, 2025 A level, fourth question A. Right? 2025 A level. Fourth question A. See, that is relevant to the prime entry books, right? Right. Let's see. Right. Right. Let's see. Narada Traders commenced a retail business on 1st of January 2025. This business purchase goods only on credit basis and sell goods on both credit basis and cash. The business is registered for value added tax. The following transactions have been carried out by the business within the month of January. This business purchase goods only on credit basis, right? Sell both cash and credit. Remember, purchase only on credit. Huh? The owner invests 200,000 in cash, worth furniture worth 480 and capital. Obtain a bank loan 600,000 at annual interest of 12%. Purchase goods for 472,000 from Dasun on credit, including 72,000 VAT. Sold goods 118,000 for cash, including 18,000 VAT. Sold goods for Winner for 236 on credit, including 36,000 VAT. Purchase goods for 531 from Aruna on credit, including 81,000 VAT. Sold goods to Sandun for 590,000 on trading including 90,000 VAT. Received the full amount due from Winner. Settled the full amount due from Dasun after receiving a discount of 10,000. Paid 144 operating expenses. Paid the monthly bank loan installment 13,000 interest. The furniture is available for use from 1st of January 2005. Its estimated useful lifetime is 5 years and residual value is 0. Then, right. These are month January month. From the beginning date, it's available. Require the following primary books for the month of January 2005: cash receipt journal, cash payment journal. Then, then you can see sales journal, purchase journal. Right. Then, general journal. Journal entries to post the total of the primary books to the general journal ledger. Narration is required. The following account in the general ledger for the month of January. They are asking cash account, VAT account, bank loan. මෙන්න මේකේ පොඩි දෙයක් තියෙනවා ඒකයි මම කියන්න ගියේ. දැන් purchase journal, sales journal වල formats පොඩ්ඩක් change වෙලා තියෙනවා. send me terms. You know we take without VAT, VAT with VAT. මම ඔයාලට එව්වනේ අලුතෙන් අර teachers ලට තිබ්බ seminar එකේ දාන්න බන්න thumbs up. I told you in the seminar, right? ඒකේ මම ඔයාලට දීලා තිබ්බා බලන්න formats පොඩ්ඩක් ඒගොල්ලෝ change කරලා තියෙන්නේ, right? ලොකුවට මේකක් නෑ, ලොකු difference එකක් නෑ. In number 1 they asking what? Cash receipt journal, right? Cash receipt journal. Now in here when you are drawing cash receipt journal, right? You know date, description. Seems there is no any discount නේද? Discounts මුකුත් නැහැ නේ එකකවත් නේද? Discounts at all. Value. දැන් අපි analysis columns කියලා ගැහුවනේ දාන්න බන්න thumbs up එකක්. Can you hear me? Analysis columns කියන heading එක ඕනේ නෑ දැන්. මට ඕන නම් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. thumbs up. Analysis columns කියලා heading එකක් ගහන්න ඕනේ නෑ. Oh, no thumbs ups. කරන්න ඕනේ නෑ. Can you hear me? නේද? Right? Analysis columns කියලා heading එකක් ගහන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඔයා නිකන් analysis columns හතරක් දැම්ම නම් ඇති. දැන් එහෙම දාන්නේ නෑ. Right? This is a cash receipt journal. Thousand, right? Date detail, date detail, value, date detail, value. Discounts තිබ්බොත් discounts වලට ගහන්න. Analysis columns කියලා උඩින් දාන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඕම දැම්මත් හරි. Rule කීපයක් තියෙනවා. Roman number 2. In number 2 they are asking cash payment journal. The same thing. Remember, same thing. There is no any compulsory requirement to draw it. No any compulsory requirement to draw the draw that one. I told you, which means the analysis columns. අනිවාර්යෙන් analysis columns කියලා ගහන්න ඕනේ නෑ දැන්. Right? Cash payment journal. Right? Rounding off to thousands. Rounding off to thousand. Details you don't need to write it separately as the analysis columns. Right? Roman number 3, what they ask you. Sales journal, purchase journal. අන්න ඒක තමයි මට කියන්න. Right? Right? Date, detail. දැන් අපි අර headings 3ක්නේ දැම්මේ analysis කියලා එහෙම ඕනේ නැහැ. 3 වෙන වෙනම දාන ඕන ඕක තමයි වෙනස් වුනේ. Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? Purchase journal. Right? Thousands. Date detail. ඉස්සර ඔයා තිබ්බේ without VAT, VAT with VAT නේ දැන් එහෙම නැහැ. with VAT එක මුලින්ම එනවා. ඒක තමයි value කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? ඊළඟට purchase and the VAT. Sorry, first they asking what number 3 is sales journal. Sales journal. They asking sales journal. Sales journal නම් ඔන්න වෙනස මං කියන්නම්. ලොකුවට ලොකුට හිතන්න එපා මහත්තයා. Sales the VAT. මොකද්ද මේ වෙලාවේ? මොකද්ද ඒ තියෙන්නේ? දැන් you know. අපේ ඉස්සර තිබ්බේ without VAT, VAT with VAT නේ. that තමයි value කියන්නේ. මේ VAT එක without VAT කියන්නේ sales එක. බලන්න දැන් එවිලා තියෙන order එක. third column එක මුලින්ම ඇවිල්ලා first column එක දෙක වෙලා. I need the thumbs ups. අර එහෙම ගැව්වත් අවුලක් නැහැ පරණ method එකට ලකුණු හම්බෙනවා. මේක තමයි දැන් අලුත් method එක change කරලා තියෙන්නේ. හරි? with VAT එක තමයි value කියන්නේ. ඒක third column එක first එකට. first column එක second එකට ගිහලා sales. ඊට අර දෙවෙනි එකේ බලන්න. right? that is so ඒක තමයි පුළුවන් නම් ඒකෙන්ම ගහන්න බලන්න. Roman number 4. That is the purchase journey. දෙවෙනි එක තිබ්බේ මේ ළඟදීනේ. ඉතින් අපි උගන්නන කාලේ ඔක තිබ්බේ නෑ. ඒක මේකට ගහන්න. දැන් මට කියන්න purchase දැන් අර analysis column කියලා වෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. Now tell me how we record the purchase journal? Purchase journal. You know date, detail. Then in here we take value. Then purchase. Then the VAT. Right? VAT අන්තිමට එන්නේ. rule ටිකක් තිබ්බා Roman number 5. They asking what? General journal. General journal. Number 5 they asking general journal. අපි transactions කීයක් යයිද කියලා කියන්න බෑ. Date, detail, debit and the credit. Transaction 4-5කට ඉඳි. These the things for the first one. Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3, Roman number 4, Roman number 5. අග්ගලව ගහන්න ඕනේ. Next one. Second question. Journal entries to post the total of the primary books to general journal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 primary books are there. So 4 තියෙනවා අපිට post කරන්න. එහෙනම් date එක ඕනේ නැහැ අවුරුද්දේ අන්තිමට කරන්න. Detail, debit and credit. Primary books 4ක් තියෙනවා. We our posting entries also we write under general journal. Detail. Right? Then number 3 what they asking? Following accounts, cash account, VAT account and the bank loan account. Cash account number 1, cash account. Number 2, VAT control account. එතරම් cash control නෙමෙයි කියන්නේ cash account. Third one, number 3 is bank loan account. Right. Things done. Start from the beginning. Send me a thumbs up. Draw the formats first. තියාගෙන අර analysis columns කියන column එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. Right. Okay. 1 minute. I'll fill my water bottle and come. Right. Now let's record. දැන් මොකද්ද වෙනස මතක තියාගන්න. Analysis columns ආය උඩින් බෙදන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. දාන්න බලන්න thumbs up එක. Analysis columns ආය උඩින් බෙදන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Can you hear me? Right? ඒ වගේම අර purchase sales journal වල නම වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙන මේ format එක පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. And in addition to that remember මොකද තව තිබ්බේ? මොනවාද? cash control කියන්නේ දැන් cash කියලා කියන්නේ. Cash. Right. First one. Right. See. The owner invests 200,000 in cash and furniture 480,000 as capital, right? Owner invested cash 200,000. So cash receipt journal. So 2025 January 1st, you can see capital 200,000. It goes to the other receipt. So the owner invested furniture, you know, to record on the general journal. Go to the general journal and write. So this is 1st of January 2025. Furniture account debit. That is investors how much? 480, right? Rounding off to thousands as well. Capital account 400. Write the narration. Recorded owner investment of furniture, right? So owner's investment of furniture done. Next one. First one done. Obtain a bank loan 600,000 at an annual interest rate of 12%. Right? So bank loan, remember මේක highlight කරලා තියන්න interest ගෙවලා තියෙනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. නැත්නම් we need to record as accrued. I need the thumbs ups. Right? Send me a thumbs up. Right? අපි අන්තිමට බලමු. Bank loan obtained 600,000. So you can record January 1st of January 2025. So 1st of January 2025, bank loan account, how much? That is 600. Bank loan, not account, 600. That is also other receipt. Other recipient income we separate main, right? But all the purchases are credit, sales both cash and credit, right? Purchase goods 740,000 from Dasun, including 72,000 VAT. So 5th of January, purchase journal, purchase journal, 5th of January 2025, right? We purchased from Dasun, right? Remember now value, last column, include VAT how much? Including VAT 407. VAT is 72, so purchase is 400. Purchase is 400, right? Next one. Sold goods for 118,000 for cash, including 18,000 VAT. Right. So it is we receive cash. When is the date? That is 12th of January 2025. 12th of January 2025 cash sale. How much? That is 118,000. 118,000, right? So including 18,000 VAT, right? Sales and the VAT. Right? Sales 100,000, VAT is 18. මේ වගේ ගණන් ගොඩාක් කර is 7th of January. Next one. Sold goods to Binara 236 on credit. It goes to the sales journal. 12th of January. Binara. Including VAT 236. Include value is 236. VAT is 36, right? VAT is 36. Here sales is 2. Sales is 2. Purchase goods for 531 from Aruna on credit, including 81,000 VAT. So purchase journal, 15th of January, Aruna. 531 is the including now. So 81, so this is 450. Purchase is 450, right? 400. Sold goods to Sandun for 590 on credit, including 90,000 VAT. So 20th of January, 20th of January. To whom we sold? Sandun. Sandun. In 590, right? So 590, including 90,000 VAT. Sales is 500. Sales is 500. Right. Receive the full amount due from Binara. Again, Kia company. Okay, 236, right? Yes. 36. වැට් එක ගාන හම්බෙන්නේ. වැට් වෙනම ගන්න නැහැ. මට කලිනුත් කිව්වා 22nd of January. Uh, you can see that is trade receivables, right? Trade receivables binary. Trade receivables binary. Binary 236. So data receipt වෙනම ගන්නවා 136. 136. VAT වෙනම පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. සෙල් එකේදී විතරයි. In here when we receive cash it's settle the full amount due to Dasun after receiving a discount of 10. Wow. ඒ discounts තියෙනවා දැන් ඔය වගේ වෙලාවල discounts තියෙනවා. Detail එකේ පොඩියට ගන්න. Discount receipt. Right? So when is the date? Date is 25th of January. 25th of January. Trade payable. Who is the person? Dasun. How much we owe to Dasun? 472. Pay 472. We paid it 10% discount. We paid 462. 460. Creditor payment. 400. Paid 140 for operating expenses. 28th of January 2025. Operating expense. That is 140, right? 140 for operating. So expense payment 140. 31st of January 2000 paid the monthly bank loan installment 13 including 6,000 interest. Right. So 31st of January. Bank installment. How much we paid the installment? 13,000, right? 13,000. 13,000. Right? So you can see including 6,000 interest, right? Including 6,000 interest. Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me, guys? Including 6,000 interest. Can you hear me? Okay. Then loan එකක් accounts තියෙන විදිය පොඩ්ඩක් change වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මම කියන්නේ. ඉස්සර නම් ඔයා මේක වෙනම දානවනේ expense වෙනම. ඒවා හරිනම් මෙතන දාන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද? ඒ interest එක 6,000 නම් bank loan account එක 7 නේ. තේරෙනවද කියන්නේ? Bank loan repayment 7 interest expense payment කියන interest එක 6 නේ දාන්න බන්න thumbs up separate. එහෙම නැහැ. I need a thumbs up. Send me a thumbs up. Can you? Then bank loan installment කියලා ඒකම මෙතනට දාන්න. ඇයි ඒ? ඔන්න මෙහෙමයි කතාව. මම ඔයාලට bank loan account එකට ගියාම ඔයාලට තේරෙයි. ඒ ඔයාලට මතකද? Can you remember about lease? Lease එකේ මතකද? අපි SLFRS 15 වල lease creditor ගේ account එක මතකද? interest එක මෙතනට දැම්මා. හරි? installment එක මෙතනට දැම්මා. ඇත්තටම interest එක වෙනම interest pay කරන ගාන අපි lease interest payable කියලා දාන්න නැතුව මේකට කරනවා. අර අපේ interest එක 100යි කියලා අපි interest එකක් නැතුව ගාන, ඒ කියන්නේ interest එක 100යි. totally 1100ක් ගෙවන ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකක්. ඉස් එකට 1000යි ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකට 100යි. එතකොට අපි ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක මෙතනට දාලා ඉන්ස්ටෝල්මන්ට් එක 1100 කිව්වම මේක කැපිලා ඒකට එනවා. දාන්න බං. එකටම දාන්න. ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකත් මෙතනට දාලා. තේරුණාද? right? In the terms can't be write letters without the right. Yes, yes, that's fine. දරහන් ඉන්නේ. ඒක තමයි loan account එකෙත් තියෙන්නේ මම පෙන්නන්න. right. ඔන්න ඔයගත් දාලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඔක්කොම හරි අපේ. We have recorded everything. තව තියෙනවා දෙකක් බලන්න. bank loan එකේ interest එක සහ depreciation එක. දැන් ගෙවලා නැහැ. Those things goes to the general journal, right? General journal. අන්තිමට දාන්න 31st of January. Can you tell me the bank loan interest 31st of January 2025? How many the bank loan interest? 600,000. 600,000. 12%. Right? Divide by 100. Multiply by 2. Right? 600,000. Divide by 100. Multiply by 2. Again divide by 12. Why? Monthly installment. Right? How much the monthly installment? 6,000. දාන්න බාන thumbs up එක 6000 තමයි interest එක bank loan interest හරි bank loan interest එක right දැන් ගෙවලා නෑ හොඳේ bank loan interest expense account debit 1000 bank loan account credit 6000 එයි මම ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්න මෙන්න මෙහෙම දැන් මම bank loan account එකට ගියාම මොකද තේරෙන්නේ අපි bank loan අරගත්තේ කීයද bank loan අරගත්තේ 600,000 right we have obtained the bank loan 600,000 so cash control එනවා cash account ඇත්තටම දැන් control කියන්නේ හරිද මම ඔයාලට මතකද මම කිව්වා installment එක සම්පූර්ණ ගානම interest එකත් එක්ක ගන්නවා මෙතනට bank loan interest එක මෙතනට දානවා ගෙවපු නැති ගානවා මේක අදාළ ගන්න මේක ගෙවලා නැහැ කියලා 6 වෙනවා දැන් අර ගෙවපු ගානෙන් අරක අඩු වෙනවනේ දෛනික තම්ස ගෙවපු ගානෙන් අරක අඩු වෙනවනේ ඒක තේරුම් ගන්න loan interest එක accrued කරලා installment එක දානවාම accrued එක අයින් වෙනවා ඉතින් අපි lease වල කරා thumbs up එක දාලා debit කරාම අයින් ඔයාලට දැන් තේරෙනවද හරි මෙතනින් පස්සේ relevant there is no any account called accrued bank loan interest bank loan account එකටම දාලා installment එකට දැම්මම ඒකයි අපි මෙතන දාද්දි remember installment එක වෙනම expense වලට දාන්න නැත්තේ අරකටම දාලා තියෙන එකයි හරි so මේක දාලා තියෙන පස්සේ balance කරමු so general journal you can remember so you write bank loan account right ඒක මතක තියාගන්න මේ අවුරුද්දෙත් අහන්න පුළුවන් මාකින් වලට right මේ අවුරුද්දෙත් අහන්න පුළුවන් මොකද මේක මේ ටීචර්ස් ලට කියලා දීලා තියෙන්නේ right හරි පොල් ලේසි එක ඒකයි මත් මේව කරගන්න එපා ඔව්
අර ඩේටා එක කතන්දර කියන්න ඕන නම ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද නැත්නම් ඩේටා එක විතරක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද
පොඩක් කට චුට්ටක් එහාට අරන් කතා කරන්න
ඇයි
අයිය තෝන් කාර්ද
අර මේ අර ඩේටාස් මොකද කැෂ් රිසිට් ඩේටා පේමන්ට්ස්
ඔව්
මේ ඩේටා කියලා නිකන් දාන්න පුළුවන්ද නැත්නම් නමනේ දාන්න ඕන ඩේටා
නම කියන්නේ නැතුව දැන් අපි අතර කන්ට්‍රෝල් account subsidiary ledger මතකයිනේ අපි ඉතින් අර data control කියලානේ දාන්නේ ඉතින් නම දාන්න නැතුව වෙනම data to credit කියලා ලිව්වා නම් තමයි හොඳ right okay එහෙම ලකුණු කපන්නේ පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් right So you can write recorded, right? Bank loan interest relevant for the period. Last one. Then make general journal එකට තව එකක් එනවා. But it comes the there's another thing called what? There's another thing that is depreciation. Furniture 480, right? 480 divide by 5 years. But remember, this is for 1 month. So 8,000 is the interest. 8,000 is the depreciation. Furniture depreciation account debit. Furniture depreciation account debit. 8. Furniture provision for depreciation account. 8. Recorded furniture depreciation relevant for the period. තියාගන්න දැන් ඒවල් ටික AC ගාන ඔයා කරන එක ඒව කරගන්න. Now get the totals in here. 1,154, 118, 236 and 800. 10, 615, 462, 140, 30. Right? Sales journal, you can see the value 826, 700 and 126. Purchase journal, you can see 1003, 850 and 100. General journal. Next, what they are asking, number 2, they are asking posting in entries, right? So first, let's take the cash control, cash receipt journal. Cash receipt journal. So cash account debit 1,100, 1,154. Cash account debit. Capital sales account credit 100. Sales account credit 800. And VAT account credit 18. VAT control account credit 80. VAT control account credit 80. Right? Data control account credit 236. Right? Some data name trade receivable control account. 236. And capital account and the bank loan account. Capital account, we write separate. Account debit 600 and the bank loan account and you can write posted cash receipt journal total to ledger. Next one, cash payment journal, right? Uh, Trade payable control account debit 436. Trade payable control account debit how much? 460. Then operating expenses debit 140. Operating expense account debit 140. Bank loan account debit total installment එකත් එක්ක ගානේ මේ interest එකත් එක්ක ගානේ දාන්නේ 30, right? 30. Yeah, right? 30. And next one, that's it. Cash control rate 650. Cash account 650. So discounts we record separately. Posted cash payment journal total, right? You can see in here cash payment journal there's a discount received. Discount received account debit. Discount received account credit. Trade payable control account debit. Uh, 10, right? Discount received account credit 10. You can write the narration. Posted discount received total ledger. Right. Next, you can see we have sales journal and the purchase journal, right? So trade receivable control account debit 800. Right? Trade receivable control account debit how much? 826. And you can see sales account credit 700. Or sales account credit 700. VAT control account credit how much? 120. අර එන්ට්‍රිය විදිහටම දාලා තියෙනවා. Posted sales journal total to ledger. Then purchase journal අර අපි double entry විදින විදියට දාලා තියෙනවා. දාන්න මම. Right? Can you hear me? Right? මේකේ purchase මේ අරකේ නම් වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒක අර columns ටික මතක තියාගන්න. ඒකේ නම් එහෙම ගන්න බෑ. Purchase account debit 850. Purchase account debit 850. VAT control account debit 153. Creditor control account credit 1003. You can write posted purchase journal total to ledger. That's it. Then next they're asking these accounts, right? Next, they're asking cash account. Cash account. So you can see, you can take the debit thing. Capital account 200. The loan account 600. Sales account 100. VAT account, VAT control account, VAT control account. How much? You just need to take the things, right? So you got a පුළුවන්, send me a thumbs up. Got a පුළුවන්. Just write the things. Capital account 200. Loan account 600. Sales account 100. VAT control account 18. And trade receivable control account 236. In here, trade payable control account 462. Operating expenses 140. Loan account 15. These are the things. You can see 1154, 1154, 539. 31st of January BCE, BBF 509, right? VAT control account, you can see when we receive cash account, right? So there is 18. So the cash name again sales account, right? Sales account 18, right? And you can see when we purchase, there was no any VAT. And you can see these two, there was VAT, debtor and the creditor. You can see purchase journal 153, right? So 153, you can see when we purchase VAT liability, trade receivable, trade payable control, trade receivable control. How much? That was 126. 100. You can get the total 153. 153. It is DCD 9, DBF 9. It's a tax VAT credit. Send me a thumbs up because we have paid more VAT to the government. Okay. What are the summaries in here? Remember, now they identify cash account, not the cash control account. And formats bit change. No, we don't take like analysis columns. Anywhere අපි එම heading එකක් දාන්නේ cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, just only the columns. In purchase journal, sales journal, which means the value column is the with VAT, right? Then the without VAT amount, finally the VAT counts, right? And when the recording of loan is also changed, remember, interest also we credit to the loan account. See, දැන් බලන්න ඔයාලට පේනවද ගත්ත ලෝන් එක 600 අවුරුද්දට අදාළ මේ ලෝන් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක ගෙවලා නැහැ අවුරුද්දට අදාළ ලෝන් එක ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක ක්‍රෙඩිට් කරලා, right? installment එක debit කරනවා. I need the thumbs up. So when we obtain a bank loan, cash account debit, bank loan credit. So relevant bank loan account debit. This is bank loan interest account. Loan interest account. Interest account debit, bank loan credit. Installment payment, cash credit, bank loan debit. Interest එක මේක ඇතුළේ තියෙන්නේ. Interest එක වෙනම යනවා. Interest එක accrue කරන්නේ මේක ඇතුළට. So then 606, that is 593. See the
Recording stopped.
BB.
Recording in progress.
Here thumbs up. Right? මොකද උනේ? හරිද? I need the thumbs ups. Can you hear me? අරකම තමයි. No change. Am I audible to you? නෑ නේද? ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් බලාගන්න. පොඩි change එකක් තියෙනවා. Right. Is also done. Control account, bank rec and error correction system. Question number 8 and 9. Come to the first paper. අපි second paper එක full ඉවරයි. කළා දින්නේ. 8 and 9. ඉදි වගේ මටද මාරුයි I know but changes them බලා ගන්න ඕනේ. seminar එක වා දැක්කා ගොඩක් කල් නෙමේ ළඟදි තියලා තියෙන්නේ. Right. 8. Which of the following statements are correct as to the cash transaction of Dimdu trading? Use the following information to answer the question number 8 and 9. Right? Let's see. Right. Dimuthu traders carried out all transactions through a bank account. The summary of the information extracted from the bank statement of the business for the month of January 2025 is given below. Balance as at 1st of January 2025, it's a credit balance 100. Realized check 800. Direct remittances, investment income 125. Checks presented for payment 600. Standing order, insurance premium 60. Bank charges 5. Balance as at 31st of January 2020. Credit. Additional information is given. You can see the additional information. The cash account balance of the business as at 31st of January 2025 did not agree with the bank statement and balance on this date. The reason for the difference was check of 100,000 deposited in the bank 31st of December 2024, but was not realized. As per the cash account of the business, the total receipt journal, total cash receipt deposited in the bank and the total cash payment made through the checks during the month of January 2005 was 950, 700,000 respectively. Direct remittances, standing order payments and the bank charges are recorded in the cash account after the bank statement is. Then the cash account balance of the business as at 31st of January 2005 did not agree with the bank statement balance on this. No, you're a bit sleepy, but right? Okay. So let's see the first one. Which of the following statements are correct in relation to the cash transactions of the Dimuthu business trading month of ended? Now, correct. Next, they are asking what? They are asking as at 31st of January 2025. What they are asking? cash account before the receipt of the bank statement and the adjusted balance of the cash account after the receipt of bank. Right. Let's see. Right. Okay, first one. අපි බලමු මොකක්ද දාන්නේ කියලා. දැන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා බලන්න. Right. bank statement එක දීලා තියෙනවා. මෙතන balance realize checks. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ගිය මාසේ deposit වෙච්ච ඒවා realize වෙලක් තියෙනවා. direct remittances. Then you can see direct remittances, investment income 125. Then checks presented for payments දීලා තියෙනවා. Right. So standing order payments, insurance premium, bank charges ඔහොම දීලා තියෙනවා. දැන් මොකක්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? ඒගොල්ලෝ අහන්නේ මේ correct ඒවා. Right? Which of the following statements are related to cash transactions? Okay, first one, let's see. Right? Let's see the first one. Right? Okay. The debit balance of the cash account of the business as at 1st of January 2025 was 200,000. Let's see. කොහොමද ගන්න debit balance එක? How do we take the debit balance? අපිට මේකයි තියෙන්නේ. අයි මදි වෙයි වගේ මට පේන. දැන් ටාස් එක කියනවනේ. නමය ඒ තුන තියෙනවා.
අර ජර්නල්ස් වල ෆොටෝ එක. ජර්නල්ස් වල ෆොටෝ එක.
මම දන්නවා. ඒකේ මේකද උනේ? ඔක්කොම ටික ඕනද මල කෙලියක්?
සර් සොනික් කියන්නේ ලියන්න බැරි වුණා.
හරි මම මේ කමන අපි කරමුකෝ. පුළුවන් තරමට අග්ගන් චුට්ටෙන් කරමු. දැන් බලන්න debit balance of the cash account of the business as at 1st of January 2005 was 200,000. හරිද? දැන් බලන්න මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. මේ දෙන්නේ bank statement එක දීලා තියෙනවා. Cash account balance of the business as at 1st of January 2025. ඒ කියන්නේ beginning date එකේ. Did not agree with the bank statement balance on this date. The reason for the difference was checks 100,000 deposited not realized. ඒක realize වෙලා දිනවා මේ අවුරුද්දේ. මේ මාසේ. As per the bank cash account of the business, the total cash received deposited in the bank and the total cash payments through the checks payments made through the checks during the month of January 2005 was 950 and 700 respectively. You can see total cash receipts deposited in the bank and the total cash payments made through the checks is separately given. Right? Direct remittances, standing orders, bank charges recorded in the cash account after the bank statement is received. Right? The cash account balance of the business did not agree with the bank statement balance on the this date. අන්තිම දවසට agree වෙලා නැහැ. අපි බලමු පළවෙනි එක හරිද වැරදිද. First one they are asking the opening date cash account balance January 5th, January 1st. Right? Now you can see bank statement balance එකේ opening the balance එකේ bank statement එකේ opening balance එක you can see 100,000, right? That is 100,000. bank statement එකේ opening balance එක 100,000. right? ඒතර ගිය මාසේ unrealized එකක් තියෙනවා නේද? You can see how much 100,000 නේ 100,000. එතකොට ඒක මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපි ඩිපොසිට් කළා නිසා මේකට එකතු වෙන්නේ. unrealized 100 එකතු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඇයි? bank cash they are asking the cash account business එකේ මේ මාස දැන් මේ ඇවිල්ලා opening date එකට closing date නෙමෙයි. දැන් bank statement එකේ opening balance එක 100 අපේ වෙන්න ඕනේ 200. ඇයි? last month we deposited but it was not realized. එතකොට ගියා කියන්නේ මුල් දවසෙත් balance වෙලා නැත්තම් ඒක තමයි balance එක. ඇයි? අපි අර unrealized එක අපි record කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දාන්න බලන්න thumbs up. Can you hear me? Unrealized was there. That's why including unrealized our cashing balance is 200. Statement is correct. Checks deposited in the bank but realized but unrealized during the month was 150. Checks deposited in the bank but unrealized. Right? Let's see. B. Now you can see total realized check is 800. 800 වලින් 100 ගිය අවුරුද්දේ 700 මේ අවුරුද්දේ මේ මාසේ right okay 700 මේ මාසේ right මේ 800 වලින් 100 realize තියෙන්නේ ගිය මාසේ 700 තියෙන්නේ මේ මාසේ right that is the only thing comes on right now you can see what unrealized during the month was 150. Let's see. Realized වෙලා තියෙනවා 150. Realized වෙලා තියෙනවා 150. මේ මාසෙට sorry මේ මාසේ realize වෙලා තියෙනවා. අතර මේ මාසේවා මාස realize වෙච්ච ඒවා 700. Now you can see as per the cash account of the business, the total cash received deposited in the bank and the total cash payment made through the checks during the month was 950 and 700 respectively. එතකොට අපි 950 තමයි right what is the thing 950 is the total cash received deposit. එතකොට 950 වලින් 100 නම් 250 තමයි realize වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. දාන්න බලන්න. Not 150, 250. Second one is incorrect. I need the thumbs up. Third one. The checks not presented for the payment by the end of the month was 100. Now you can see we issue checks how much? We issue checks 700, right? We issue checks 700. How much came for the payment? 600. ගිය මාසෙ මුකුත් arrears එකක් තිබිලා නැහැ. ඒතර 100 තමයි unrealized. That is correct. Total cash receipt of the business for the month were 1075. Total cash receipts of the business for the month was 1075. They are asking what? Total cash receipts. Cash book එකේ ඔක්කොම receipt කීයද? Cash book එකේ ඔක්කොම receipts කීයද? 950. You can see all the cash book 950. Right? Bank statement එකේ direct remittances are how much? Direct remittances are 125. So 950 plus 125 how much? All the receipts 950 plus 125 that is 1075. Salli hambela 1007 that is correct. D is correct. So answer A, C and D, answer number 3. Right? Next one. Number 9. Number 9. Right? So as at 31st of January 2025, right? As at 31st of January 2095, you can see balance of the cash account before the receipt of the bank statement and the adjusted balance of the cash account after receipt of the bank statement. දෙකම අහනවා. Before and after, right? They're asking before balance and the after balance both. Let's see before balance and the after, before receipt balance and the after receipt balance. Cash account balance before the receipt of the bank statement, how much? Let's see. Then you can see opening balance was 200. නේද? The opening balance අපි හෙව්වා 200. See unrealized එකේ එකතු වුණාම opening balance එක තිබ්බේ 200. Cash account එකේ opening balance was මේ adjusted එක නෙමෙයි balance එක තිබ්බේ. Total receipts තියෙනවා how much? Receipts is 950, payments 700. Receipt 950. Payments before the adjustment. So you can see 950 plus 200 minus 700, that is 450 is the balance, right? Before adjusting the balance was 450. Answer these two, right? So let's take the adjusted balance. Let's take the adjusted balance. So initial balance, 450. Let's see, they are having unpresented how much? We don't take it. We need direct remittances 125, standing order 60 නේද? Direct remittances 125. Bank statement එක ඔන්නේ. Direct remittances 125, standing order 60. Standing order 60. You can see it. Standing order 60. And bank charges is given, right? Bank charges is how much? Bank charges is 5. Bank charges is 5. ඉතින් unpresented unrealized එන්නේ to 450 plus 125 minus 60 minus 5, that is 510. The balance. Answer number 5. හොඳට හිතන්න දීලා තියෙනවා. දාන්න බාන thumbs up. Right? ඒ session එකත් ඉවරයි. මේකේ තියෙනවා 2 3 10 11 36. අපි බලමු ටක් ගාලා ඉවර කරලා. 2 3 2 3. Let's see this one. 2. This is right. Arali Enterprise is a food manufacturing firm. The following transaction and owner related events have occurred during the month of August 2025. The owner of the firm provided land worth of 500,000 as additional capital. Which of the following accounting concepts is considered in deciding correct accounting treatments for above A and E in earlier enterprise? What is the answer? A and A මොකද්ද? Owner investors land and additional owner's personal thing. So we take it what? Accounting entity concept. The entity why? When owner invests, owner and business be considered as two parties. That's why there is another element called equity, and owner's personal thing destroy, we don't consider. So the answer is entity. For which of the above statements, transactions, the matching concept is applied in preparing the financial statements for the month of August 2025? Matching concept. Yes. Matching concept, there is a depreciation in here, income and expense. So the income and expenses, income and expense, income match against expense, right? So in here you can see, sorry, matching concept. So B, there is a depreciation, we match it again the expense, right? Bank loan installment 15, right? So B and D only, BD only. What a ප්‍රශ්නයක් කියනවා මේ the firm paid after receiving 10% cash. ඒතර discounts ගන්නෙ නැද්ද? මේ ඒතර අහන්නේ Matching concept, we match expense against the income, right? So it's all about the expenses in here we need to concern. So in here expenses are these two, depreciation and the installment. 2, 3 done. Finally 10 and 11. 10 and 11. Imali traders reported a gross profit of 250 and a net profit of 180 for the year ended 31st of March 2025. Imali traders sell goods by keeping 25% markup on cost. During the month of March 2025, the business dispatch goods costing 125 on sale or return basis. However, uh, however, the entire sales value of the business has been recognized erroneous cash sales revenue by the business. Then out of this, goods costing 5,000 remain unsold at 31st of March 2005. No adjustment has been made in this perspective of the books of account. The closing inventory of the business as at has been then based on the physical stock, and it did not include these unsold goods, right? But they are asking correct gross profit and the net profit. Correct gross profit and the net profit, right? So gross profit and the net profit is given. Gross profit and the net profit is given. Gross profit is 250, net profit is 180, right? Gross profit is uh, in here, right? Then you can see 25% markup on cost, right? Cost cost plus profit equals selling price. Cost plus profit equals the selling price. So 100 plus 25 equal 125. So costing is 15. We can say the selling price 15 divided by 100 multiply by 125, that is how much? 15 divided by 100 multiply by 125, that is 18.75, right? The sales we erroneously recorded. So out of this goods costing 6,000 remain unsold. Only 5,000 remain unsold. 5,000 only 5,000 remain unsold, right? So 5 divided by 100 multiply by 125, that is 6.25, right? Send me a thumbs up. 6.25. අපි 6.25 තමයි දැන් මෙතන ඇත්තටම සේල් එක රිවර්ස් කරන්න ඕන, right? සේල්ස් ඇත්තටම දැන් මේක මුළු එකම අපි සේල් එක විදිහට අයිඩෙන්ටිෆයි කරලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මේක විතරයි රිමේන් වෙන. අනිත් එක සෙල් වෙනවා. I need the thumbs up. මේක විතරක් රිමේන් වෙනවා නම් අනිත් ටික සෙල් වෙනවා කියන එක හරි. Can you hear me? ඒක විතරක් රිමේන් වෙනවා නම් අනිත් ටික සෙල් වෙනවා කියන එක හරි. එතකොට right sale එක අපේ අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ 6.25 වලින්. We need to remove 6 sales from 6.25. In addition to that, you know, right? අපේ closing inventory පහකින් වැඩි කරන්න. නේද? closing inventory වැඩි වෙද්දී closing inventory පහකින් වැඩි කරන්න. closing inventory වැඩි වෙද්දී මොකද වෙන්නේ? closing inventory පහකින් වැඩි වෙද්දී cost of sales අඩු වෙනවා. cost of sales අඩු වෙනවා කියන්නේ gross profit වැඩි වෙනවා. profit වැඩි වෙනවා. එතකොට වෙන මොකුත් මේකට එන්නේ මේකෙත් වෙන්නේ ඒකම තමයි. So 250 minus 6.25 plus 5, that is 248.75. ඒ කියන්නේ අරකේ gross profit වෙනස් වෙනවා කියන්නේ net profit උත් වෙනස් වෙනවා. 6.25 plus 5 That is 178.75. Answer number 3. Sale එකේ මුළු එකම වැරදි නෑ. 11, 11, right? තව දෙකයි. Mihiri Enterprise Limited carried out a manufacturing business. So information related to the business for the month of January 2025 are as follows. Raw material purchases, carriage inwards, opening raw material, closing raw material, then the direct labor, other direct cost, factory overheads, increase in work in progress inventory during the month of January 2085 is given. Right. Additional information, the company policy is to measure work in progress inventory as a production cost. Right. First one, they are asking prime cost and the total cost. So අපි බලමු let's first of all see the direct material consumed. How much? Opening is 800. Opening is 870. Sorry, opening raw material is how much? That is 80, right? 80. Purchases 750. Carriage inwards 20. Then the closing is 80, right? Closing raw material is 50. Sorry, that is 50. You can see raw material consumed is 800. Raw material consumed. Direct labor, that is 300. Direct other, that is 40, right? So 1140. The prime cost. 1140 is the prime cost. So you can see then the production overhead, factory overhead is 400, prime cost. Factory overhead is 400, right? 400. Then you can see increase in production. You can see here increase in work in progress. එකතු කරනවද අඩු කරනවද? Yes. Increase in work in progress inventory during the year. වැඩි වෙලා. Increase නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? Opening increase in work in progress. Send me a thumbs up. Increase in work in progress. දැන් ඔයා දන්නවා අපි opening එකතු කරලා closing අඩු කරනවා. හරි. Increase වෙලා කියන්නේ closing වැඩි. ඒ කියන්නේ minus වැඩි. Minus වැඩි කියන්නේ අපි අඩු කරනවා. I need a thumbs up. Can you hear? Increase නම් වැඩි වෙලා. වැඩි වෙලා කියන්නේ closing වැඩි. So we need to deduct. So you can take 1140 plus 400 minus 150. That is how much? 1300. Right? So 1100. 1140 plus 400 minus 50. How much? 1409. So the answer is number 4. Answer is number. Send me a thumbs up. The last question. Ivarai 36. One last thing. I never pass papers this. 36. Can you hear me? Send me a thumbs up. ගාන්ට වෙලාවට ඉවර කර. ඒ අන්තිම පාස් පේපර් discussion. 36. State the accounting concept that is most appropriate to each of the following situation of a manufacturing firm. Recognition of and depreciation for the machinery and use in production process as an example, that is as an expense, that is matching. Matching is all about expense against income. Preparation of general purpose financial statements annually, that is a periodic concept. Preparation of a note to the financial statements to reflect the movement occurred in the property, plant and equipment during the year, that is what? Preparing a note to the financial statements to reflect the movement occurred in property, plant and equipment during the year. Yes, that is what, that is the we can take disclosure concept. We can take the disclosure as a disclosure concept, right? අන්තිමට තිබ්බ එක ඔයාලට මම මේ කීයටද තිබ්බ කියන එක කියලා ඔයාලට කියන්නේ last one, right? ඔබ අහලා තිබ්බෙම නෑ, right? Okay, one last question, right? One last question. Then you can see non-recognition of 500 compensation which is expected to recover, which is expected to be received by the firm due to pending litigation. What is it? What is it? That is the prudence concept. Non-recognition of 500 compensation which is expected to be received by the firm due to pending litigation. That is prudence concept, not to overstay, right? Okay, all done. 2035 මට ඕන ටික කරා. 35 පේපර් එකට හොඳට ફોකස් කරන්න. මොකද ගොඩාක් හොඳ ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. දාන්න බාන්න thumbs up. ඉතින් අපි කුලි කළා. මම අද පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩිපුර ටට්ටක් ගාලා ගියා. වැඩි කතා කරන්නේ ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ. ඔයාගේ පැත්තෙන් ඕනේ, මගේ පැත්තෙන් මම සෑහෙන මහන්සි වෙලා තියෙනවා. මට එකම එක චූටි දෙයක් මට ගොඩක්ම කරන්න බැරි නේ. ඔයගලන්ට ගොඩක් papers discuss කරලා තියෙනවා. ඔයා කරන්න. මම past papers discuss කරා සෑහෙන past papers උත් ඔයා බේස් කරන් තමයි හදන්නේ. We wish you all the best in your examination. අපි පස්සේ දවසක හම්බෙලා කතා කරමු. මොනවාද මෙතනින් පස්සේ ඔයාගේ ජීවිතේ තනියම ඔයා යන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඉලල් ලියලා ඉවරලා ඊට පහුවෙන් තමයි ගෙදර එද්දි ඔයා ස්වාධීන පුද්ගලයෙක් කියන්නේ මේ අර ගෙදරින් පිස්සු නටලා මම දැන් තනියම ඔයාට ජීවිතේ දැන් ඔයා earn කරන්න යනවා සහ ඔයා තව ඉගෙන ගන්න යනවා ඒවත් එක්ක හරියට අපි ඉස්සරහට කතා කරමු. papers අපි කරමු නිවාඩු කාලේ මම ඔයාට more details I'll inform to you, right? ඔයාගේ exam එක අතරතුර කර මම කියන්නම්. දැන් ආයි class 9 මේ දිගට ඔයාට ඉස්සරහට එන exams හොඳට කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ නිවාඩුවේ මම ඔයාට okay, thank you for the participation. Bye. God bless. Wish you all the best. හොඳට කරන්න.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.